So, welcome to Wisdom. So, yesterday I have discussed a phenomena called fear. Today I'll try to explore a little more in a Zen way. So, even if you search in Google, you will find few Zen quotes or Zen definitions or Zen way. But ultimately, one has to understand on his own. Then only fear will disappear from life forever. So, first of all, what is fear? Fear simply implies a danger which you are going to face in the present moment. But if you really look into it, it has various aspects to it. There are many psychologists, they are dealing with it, and they are giving medicines, they are giving advices, this and that. But still, the advice is coming from outside, and you are searching for a superficial remedy to overcome it or to defeat it or do whatever way you wanted to do. But Zen, which is not a philosophy but way of life, I call it a existential way of life because every entity on planet Earth lives in a Zen way. It means they think only to act. When there is no act, there is no thinking, which is the simple definition of Zen. So Zen people say that fear is not enemy, hence you cannot defeat it. But it is a teacher. It appears in the mind, and it will give you an opportunity to go beyond it. So even I have made several talks about this particular phenomena. What happens? What should I do when fear comes? So I am unable to do anything. So people say to me, and I simply say, whenever it comes, don't resist it. The Zen says that when you push the fear away, it will follow you. It's like a small kid. If a parent going out and kid wants to follow the parent, if parent pushes the kid away, he comes back. He bounces back and follows you. He will haunt you, though he is your kid or daughter. Why that happens? Because you are not trying to explain why you are going rather than you are just pushing it away. So that is not the right approach, which is Zen says. And it is existential way also. When fear comes, don't push it away. Rather than pushing it away, you just observe it. So many great masters said this. It is their experience, it is my experience also. So whenever it comes, become still and just look at it what it is. Don't try to define it, don't try to defeat it. And not don't say that I must get rid of this. If you say that, you will never get rid of fear. Instead you say the fear has come, it is here, and see what it will do to me. So just be with it. The way you sit with the guest, in the same way you sit with the fear. I have done a small experiment, and many people might have done. If a kid is crying, don't try to explain, don't try to argue, don't try to, cajole. Just be with the kid, let him cry, and you will see that suddenly he stops crying because your stillness weakens the other attitude. So fear if you start fighting with it, it will make you weak. So, fear is only of the tomorrow, but it is visiting you today. That's what Zen says. A master said that. So, from where this fear comes into our life? Generally, most of the people experience fear because of the thoughts they are having about the future, expectation, and sometimes memories of the past. Someone died of your beloved, and suddenly the person thinks that he might also die. Sometimes mind creates lot of imaginary stories, and suddenly body starts receiving it, and there is fear. So if you really look into the fear, actually it is not there. Sometimes it is the consequence, sometimes it is a misunderstanding, sometimes it's fear of death, sometimes it is attachment. But the core of fear is attachment. You want to have something in one direction, and presently it is going in another direction. Then suddenly fear comes, it grips you, it will make you paralyzed. But if you really look it into the fear, then you will never find it, because it is non-existential. There is no, if at all there is a fear in the existence, generally we call it fear of death. But if you really look at the animal which is trying to which is struggling, it is only struggle to survive. It has no fear of death. They try to live rather than they fear of death. But only human has seen many people dying in front of his eyes, and he created certain kinds of memories, and because of that, because of his memory, the fear comes. If you really see, where is it? It is neither in the objects or the material you gather, nor it is outside, neither it is in your breath. But if you really see, it is in your thought, it is in your imagination. That's why I always say that wherever life exists, you should not bring imagination. Wherever imagination exists, life cannot exist there. If you really want to deal with the fear, then you have to go beyond imaginations and hallucinations and plans and this and that. First, understand the core of attachment. So, whenever fear comes, whatsoever the activity you are doing, try to continue it. Ignore the fear. Let the fear come, let the fear dance, let the fear panic you, this and that. But continue the work you are doing. This is one way. The second way is whenever it comes, stop the entire work, let the fear do whatsoever it does. You just sit quietly and do nothing. So there is one old Zen parable that whenever fear comes, an ordinary mind says that I am afraid of it. But a Zen mind says, I see that fear is passing through me, as if it is a guest or a bus which is reaching the bus bay, and it will not stay for so long there. The attitude of the bus is to leave the bus bay. So, to get rid of the fear, you don't need confidence. You don't have to have great understanding, but you should have a step. the ability to be stable. Do your stuff. Whatsoever happens, don't stop whatsoever you are doing. Then fear fades away. But my observation, apart from all philosophies, whether it is Zen or any traditional way of looking at it, my observation is very simple. Attachment, a deep rooted attachment creates the fear. Attachment with the gold, attachment with a person, attachment with a philosophy, attachment with a siddhantam, attachment with piece of land, attachment with your own body. Attachment means you don't want to leave it. You clinged, you try to cling to it forever, and it is not going to happen anyway. And you gather a lot of gold and you stash it in a locker, and you have great attachment with that gold, and you have many other objects in your home like broomstick, but you don't have any attachment with it, though both are materials. So you spend money to buy both. But as far as broomstick is concerned, your mind is free. Hence, there is no fear. Just imagine you have a broomstick only in your home and a small utensil, and there is no need to lock your door. You will lock the door when you have the great attachment with the body, because someone comes and he will do something with the body. If a yogi, like a person, a Zen monk or a Zen master, they don't have even attachment with the body. If at all, they cover the body only to protect it, not in fear. So understand this small thing. Then, if you really want to get rid of fear, the only way out is understand attachment and observe the futility of attachments, having attachments, and drop all attachments. So, dropping doesn't mean that you have to drop it, you have to, through an effort. Just realize that you have something to utilize, use it, but not to cling to it. This habit of clinging is the attitude of the mind. So, don't do that. So, life is beautiful whether you accept it or not. Life is a flow. Your attachment becomes a hindrance and obstacle. And whatsoever you have attachment with, it will create fear in you. Less attachments means less fear. The ultimate fear attachment one anyone can have on planet Earth is attachment with the body. They have Dehabhimanam. If that disappears, then fear disappears from life forever. So have a fearless life, have a blissful life, have a life of ease. Do your stuff. Don't crave for success. Don't seek recognition. Just be as a being. So let me bow down to the existential quality exists in every one of you. Risara Sovesa.